How do you estimate the support?
I will answer you in the press conference. Okay?
In the press conference?
Yes. So close, but there were some differences over important issues, which United States actually decided not to abandon its maximalist position. So that was the reason that we decided to first finalize this framework and then move on to in-person meetings, I can say. So this is why that Field Marshal Asim Munir was in Tehran from Wednesday evening until Friday, and there were plenty of messages and meetings back and forth happened, and also texts was exchanged. We are still not there yet to move on to an actual meeting because there are issues that Americans yet have not abandoned their maximalist position. There are ideas, based on Iran's actual needs, and within Iran's, rights and responsibility, and under IAEA. You have to know, and your audience should know, that each gram of enriched uranium, which Americans are now trying to make a voice out of that, and noise out of that, have been done under IAEA supervision. Each gram of that has been done under IAEA monitoring, the constant monitoring in Iran. So before the aggression and before the bombing, they were under 24-hour surveillance of IAEA. Now they have bombed. They are just, beneath these tunnels, But we hope that, we find mutually acceptable, and of course within the IAEA regulations, to address any concerns remain. I can tell you that no enriched material is going to be shipped to United States. This is non-starter, and I can assure you that while we are ready to address any concerns that we do have, we are not going to accept things that they are non-starter. We are trying to secure a lasting peace, and lasting peace should be based on international law. United States cannot make Iran an exception in international law. We as a sovereign state are entitled to rights embedded in international regulations, and we are very much logical in our arguments that we are ready to address the concerns that possibly the other side have, but it should be in the framework of international law. And second, the other side also should understand and address our main concerns, which are illegal unilateral sanctions that Americans have imposed on Iranians, and this economic terrorism which have targeted Iranian people to suffocate them and make them to revolt against the political structure inside. I can tell you that Iran has no option just to stop aggressors and once forever. We are defending. This was not our choice. This war was not our choice. It was unnecessary, unprovoked war of aggression. It started by Americans and Israelis in the middle of negotiation. It was unnecessary, and while they were just, conspiring behind the scene that, negotiations work well, and they were promising that there have been good and significant progress, then they started surprise assassinations. They assassinated the head of state, martyred standing our leader in his office, and off-duty commanders, not in situation room, not in front line, but also in their offices. So this shows to what extent we have to be very careful and being ready for any scenario.